Could there be a blockbuster trade coming in Green Bay after Myles Garrett requested a trade from the Cleveland Browns? That's what we're talking about on today's show. Welcome into the Packers Report, everybody. We got a loaded one for you, so make sure to watch all the way through, do all the things, like the video, comment down below. But before we get into any of the content, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, okay? The Packers Report, we've been rolling for about, what, Nick, a week now? And it's been absolutely amazing, okay? I've had so much fun covering this team for you guys, and if you guys want a shout out on the next video, the first 5 subscribers from this one get a shout out tomorrow. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're covering the Packers every single day for the rest of eternity. You're not going to miss it. Hit that sub button. So Ian Rappaport is the one who broke the news. Rap Sheet tweeted this out, breaking reigning NFL Defensive Player of the Year and hashtag Brown star Myles Garrett has requested a trade. And this one, it's interesting because from Myles Garrett's perspective, you're like, okay, yeah, we could see this one coming. But also everything was kind of pointing from what the Browns have been saying. And what even Garrett had been saying towards the end of that season is he might stay. You know, I think this kind of came out of left field for Haslam and the owner of the Browns and Kevin Stefanski. And when you look at the production that Myles Garrett has had over these last 4 seasons and really his entire career with Cleveland, I mean, everybody in Green Bay, Gutekunst, LaFleur, every single person in that front office should be absolutely licking their chops. 14 sacks the last 2 seasons, 16 sacks the 2 prior to that, over 15 tackles for loss each of the last 4. So then the question I ask and the question I pose in today's show is, should the Packers trade for Myles Garrett? Should they give up a lot to gain what could be even more in this star pass rusher? That's what we're talking about, okay? I want to hear from you guys, though, before I give my answer, before I break it down. Should the Packers trade for Myles Garrett? Same question I just asked. If you think yes, give me a T for trade. If you think no, give me a P for pass. Just let me know in the comment section down below. Today is going to be our pinned comment, so when you're looking for this in the comment section, it's going to be right at the top of it. Just give me a T or give me a P. So the projected trade, what one would have to give up for Myles Garrett, this is from our Browns Report host, Matthew Petersen, covers the Browns every single day. He projects a 2025 first-round pick and a 2026 first-round and third-round pick, and then whatever team does that, they're the ones that get Myles Garrett. So you're going to have to give up things in draft compensation, but then you're also most likely going to have to compensate him as well because according to Spotrac, right, if you look at what he's got up in the next couple of years from his contract, neither are guaranteed, only $19.8 and $25 million. But Spotrac thinks that he'll be seeking a deal currently projected to be 4 years, $137 million. And when we look at the Packers' money situation, as it currently sits right now, they're sitting with about $44.5 million in cap space. So they sure enough have the funds. And because of that, guys, I'm doing this without blinking an eye. I'm doing this about as fast as I could do anything in the entire world. You have the option. You have the chance to get one of the best pass rushers in the game, one of the premier pass rushers in the game, on one of the premier positions on a football field. Right, in this day's current NFL, quarterback's number 1, and then most guys right there after that are looking at pass rusher number 2. Maybe wide receiver with the way the league's been going the past couple of years. But if you have a chance to get Myles Garrett on your team, I don't care if it costs 100 first-round picks. It's something I'm thinking about and most likely doing. And Matthew Petersen went on to give his top destinations, his projection for where Myles Garrett might end up, and Green Bay is in the top 6 in that list, right? Our guy right here at Chat Sports who covers this team, covers the Cleveland Browns every single day, believes that Myles Garrett in Green Bay could make some sense, and it could happen. But unfortunately, guys, I got to be honest with you. And I think with the draft being in Green Bay, that makes it a lot harder. Okay, and I'm not the only one who thinks that, right? Ken had this tweeted out from today saying, agreed, the Packers' first-round pick in 2025 almost certainly can be only dealt with Mark Murphy's unlikely approval. There is so much non-field football business tied to the draft being held in Green Bay, and the Packers having a pick on night one is not just a general manager decision. So this one might not even be on the table, right? The draft is in Green Bay. Like Ken said, this goes further than just a general manager's decision. Do the team hosting the draft in their home city, do they want to have night one and not even have a draft pick? Yes, I think that's stupid. I think it shouldn't care. I think when Myles Garrett is available, you give him anything you can to get him on your team. I don't care if the draft is in Green Bay. I don't care if the draft is in the middle of Lambeau Field. I don't care where the draft is. It could be in Matt LaFleur's backyard. I'm giving a first-round pick for Myles Garrett, okay? And also, on top of that, right, that might make it unlikely. The Browns have their own plans as well. Mike Garafolo came out with this tweet saying the Browns have made it clear they're not interested in trading Myles Garrett. I don't expect that to change after this, but Garrett making it clear where he stands, okay? So Garrett's on one side of the spectrum. The Browns are on another side of the spectrum. Garrett wants out. The Browns saying they're not letting him get out. This isn't the NBA. R.I.P. Luka Doncic to the Mavs, by the way. But this isn't the NBA. Right? The players don't have as much say. They don't have as much sway as they do in that league. Think about 2021. Aaron Rodgers requested a trade. He played the next 2 seasons. And so you just don't have as much power as a player in this league. You still have a lot. You have a lot more than they did 10 years ago, but it's not a guarantee. Okay? Does Myles Garrett get traded? You let me know right now. Comment section down below. Type a yes, type a no. If you think he does, also, you know what? Let me know where you think he goes. Let me know in the comment section. And pass rusher, guys, it's been a problem in Green Bay, especially when you look at this last year, right? Rashawn Gary led this team in sacks. He also led this team in pressures. He was the only edge rusher, the only guy in this front seven to pressure a quarterback above 40 times. The next 2 closest were Kingsley and Devontae Wyatt with 26 and 23, so Garrett would be a massive upgrade. He'd come in and immediately start helping this team out. And I know when you look at the statistics of sack and sack percentage, it doesn't really seem that this team needs that much of an upgrade, right? You're top 10 in sacks. You're top 12 in sack percentage. But when you just look at it a little bit deeper and you look at the pressuring of a quarterback, okay? And when you look at the every down pass rush win rate, how often an edge rusher wins a pass blocking rep within 3.5 seconds, you're at 35%. That's bottom 7 in the NFL. You're bottom 13 in QB pressures. You're bottom 12 in quarterback pressure percentage. You're not a great pass rushing team when you look at the deep statistics of it. Sure, you can get sacks, but you're not pressuring the quarterback on every down, okay? Not even close. Now, the odds market, they've got Green Bay having a shot. It's not great, right? The Cowboys lead the way with plus 400. I don't think that will happen. Then the Commanders at plus 500. I could see that happening. And then you got to go all the way down to tied for 7th to find the Green Bay Packers at plus 1,000. So, odds don't really think it'll happen. My gut tells me it probably won't because the draft is in Green Bay. But guys, if this would have happened a year ago and your cap situation's the same and everything's the exact same, but the draft is in, where was it last year? Las Vegas? But the draft's in Vegas? I think this is a different story. I hate that the draft is what is making this not happen most likely, but I think it is what it is. Take a guess for me in the comment section down below. What's the percent chance the Packers trade for Myles Garrett? Scale it for me 1 to 100. 100, you're saying like, it's going to happen. It's probably going to happen in the next month. 0 saying, or 1 saying, no chance. Let me know in the comment section. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. This has been the Packers Report. I am your host, Joey Petersen, bringing you everyday coverage of your favorite team in green and gold. So if you haven't already, make sure hit that sub button.